You're not angry anymore. You're just careful with everyone. And that's the most dangerous thing betrayal does to you. It doesn't break your heart. It breaks your ability to trust again. 2,000 years ago, Seneca was exiled by the very emperor he served. Betrayed by power he helped build. He didn't collapse. He built something no one could take, an inner citadel. That's what this video is, not just move on. Seneca's actual method for rebuilding yourself after trust is destroyed. Stay with me. Seneca wrote, "Omnia aliena sunt, tempus tantum nostrum est." Everything is foreign to us, only time is truly ours. But here's what he understood that most people miss. When someone betrays your trust, they don't just steal time, they steal your sense of safety in the world. And that's why the wound is so deep. It's not about what they did, it's about what you now believe about people. That the world is unsafe, that closeness is a trap, that loving someone, really trusting someone, is a weakness. Seneca called this the contamination of the mind. When one act of betrayal begins to color everything you see, every new person becomes a suspect. Every kind gesture becomes a manipulation you haven't decoded yet. And you think you're protecting yourself, but what you're really doing is building a prison and calling it wisdom. Seneca was not naive about human nature. He wrote extensively about betrayal, friends who turned, patrons who abandoned, emperors who exiled, and his diagnosis was precise. Nisquam est qui ubica, he who is everywhere is nowhere. In other words, when you scatter your trust without discernment, you give everyone power over your peace. But here's where Seneca gets brutal. He doesn't let you off the hook either. He says, the pain you feel is real, but you're suffering. That is a choice. Not because the betrayal didn't matter, but because you are handing the person who already hurt you a second weapon, your own mind. Every hour you spend replaying what they did, every conversation you rehearse in your head, every moment you let their memory govern your present, you are not a victim of their betrayal, you are a volunteer. So what is Seneca's actual strategy? It has 3 movements, not steps, movements, like music. You return to them as needed. The first movement is reclamation. Seneca says, reclaim your mind before you reclaim your life. In his letters to Lucilius, he writes about the practice of withdrawal, not from people, but from noise, the noise of resentment, of gossip, of obsessive analysis. You withdraw inward, deliberately, daily. You ask, what is actually mine right now? My breath, my attention, this moment, and you water that, not the wound, the life still in you. The second movement is discernment. Seneca did not say trust no one. He said choose carefully who you hand your interior life to. Illig in amicum, quem eum patuiris dilige. Choose as a friend one whom you can love first. In other words, love before trust. Observe, watch how someone handles their own pain. Watch how they treat people who can do nothing for them. Trust is not given, it is grown, slowly, with evidence. The third movement is reconstruction. This is the hardest one. Seneca says the goal is not to return to who you were before the betrayal. That person is gone, and that is not a tragedy. It is an invitation. The Stoics believed that every rupture in life is a forge, that what breaks you is trying to reveal what you're made of, and your task, your only task, is to rebuild, not the same structure that fell, but something stronger, something that no single person can collapse again. Because it is no longer built on someone else's loyalty, it is built on your own character. Here's the part most people don't want to hear. Seneca says, you will be betrayed again. Not because you are weak, not because you chose wrong, but because you are alive, and life includes other people, and other people are flawed, and sometimes those flaws will cost you. The goal is not to become someone who is never hurt. That person doesn't exist. The goal is to become someone who is never destroyed, someone who can absorb the blow, process the grief, and return to themselves, faster each time. That is the inner citadel, not a wall that keeps people out, a foundation that keeps you standing, no matter who walks away. If this video reached something in you, drop a comment below. Tell me, what broke your trust? And more importantly, What rebuilt it? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. Subscribe if you want more Stoic strategies for real pain. New videos every week on this channel, because mind over betrayal isn't just a name, it's a practice. And remember what Seneca said, per aspera ad virtutem non est ita. There is no road to virtue that avoids the rough terrain. You are on that road. Keep walking.